from danger.
Understandable.
Just very carefully.
Just very carefully walk
Sorry,
away
I'm still
from
eating
danger.
breakfast. I don't know where Keel and Tavi are.
Good enough, I'm sure meet that we hear.
I mean, I didn't hear this being a mandatory.
Hello. Hey, we go get Lawrence behind the kitchen.
It seems they want us on display.
Why didn't the ship hands have them ready?
Emma, can I go in front of you? I'm small. I cannot eat.
Seems like there's another one right there with Mordred.
Is there?
Looks like it.
Bring him down, please.
Claimed bought the ship.
There's another one.
Oh, he's coming.
Yell.
Oh.
How many people are vegan?
Oh, hi, Luke. I haven't seen you in a
enough
bit.
to fill the teams out, I believe.
Mhm.
The ones missing.
Good to see you. I've been busy with Aethertech stuff, so.
Yeah, that's fine.
I
Did you
suppose
fix
we'll
your
be
plan?
I did. It's good now. I'll show you later.
Alright.
Welcome.
Oh, too strong.
The hell do you two get off to? Let me just sleep.
There he is.
Oh, joy.
I mean, you should have been awake earlier.
Sounds like a fun guy.
What'd you say?
Well, let's not judge
Is this
before
how you
me.
sorted us? You just judge people based on voices.
Come on, we're supposed to be a team, aren't we? Or...
Maybe.
Oh god.
Something to think on,
I
isn't
think
it?
you should.
Have your names?
But
Well, like a big handful, but it's only
Pleasure to meet
free.
you. Neil Vorkov. At your service, or whatever closure you want.
Fucking massive head. Can't let me see him.
Wow.
Lucia Auric. Good to meet you.
Hey, come on now. Don't be rude.
You should go.
Oh, Jesus, what happened?
Is that an elf or a human?
I am Malak.
Yeah, I think everybody is.
I am both Chancellor and Doctor here at Rosewood.
sounds like he swallowed an orange.
I do
Are
not
they
know
all
why you've
elves?
chosen to come and be part of this institution. But
I
do know
guess
that
not.
whatever your
It's
reasoning,
accurate.
your stay here might not be exactly pleasant. Everyone here has sacrificed much. And I'm afraid I'm going to ask you to sacrifice much more if you are to achieve our goals.
Well, he's already giving them that talk.
Damn.
I mean, hey, it's good to be up to date.
We fight the devouring.
Well, it's to talk about how we're gonna die for the cause, so it's just
Yeah. That's
a
an
lot to
important.
give.
Shut the fuck up, Mordred! Not Mordred. Whatever your fucking name is.
Yeah, Mordred.
It's okay, Mordred.
His face! Mordred! Look at his face!
Did you see his head just whip around like that?
It's morning. It's morning.
A second, look like a fucking owl. His whole head just spinning around.
Okay, everyone shut up.
Be quiet, all of you.
Yes, ma'am.
Next one who speaks gets shot. Is that understood?
Jesus Christ.
Holy shit.
As I was saying.
Whew. Jackson will not be happy about that. I need to go shock.
We are not fighting
Okay,
an enemy
be
with a
serious.
face or a motive.
There it is.
We are fighting a natural disaster that spells the end of our world if left unchecked. We will not be gentle with you. We will
Internal
not coddle
monologue
you.
time.
We will make you into soldiers,
I think that one in the middle is a
warriors,
that could be an
perhaps
elf.
even heroes or martyrs.
Could be a wood elf actually. That one on the
Teach
far
you
right,
magic,
definitely a
tactics,
moon elf with the
survival,
pale and white hair.
warfare, and give you all
And the
tools
one
you
on
might
the
need
left
to rebuild this
looks
world.
human. I can't really tell what it
follow
is from this distance. What else?
When you are on my island, I expect you to follow orders. I expect you to be presentable and in uniform at all times before nightfall.
The hair.
I'm sorry, am I boring you, boy?
Let's see.
I was literally just asleep. You're, no, sir. You're not.
Okay, she's big. That one right there is
In several
stocky,
days, there
but
will be a mission to a small
could
village
use
on the
elegance.
island. You are not going.
Let's see.
You will be
let's see
paired
what
with
we manage.
Team Umbra and Terra. Those will be the
Oh, shit, we're
individuals in
chaperones,
green
aren't we?
and purple.
Shut up, phone.
They are the teams currently lacking members.
Bad phone.
You will be staying in the warehouse until you are properly sorted into either of those two squads. Have you figured out Who goes where will be up to you and your new captains. There are several divisions in the school, and it is required that you join at least one during your tenure here.
Terror.
Whether this be hunting and farming, magical crafting, alchemy, or muscle. And perhaps you might even be scouted for diplomatic division. If you have interest in any of these divisions, another student or professor can point you in the right direction. Several minutes from now, there will be a loud bell. This is for a captain meeting, and you will report to the warehouse and wait for Umbra and Terra to arrive. The other students will show you where it is. Do you have any questions?
No, sir. Nope.
Not at all.
All right.
Not quite sure yet.
Come on, may I?
The one on the end, though, seems like a slob.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Terra, Umbra, I leave these three in your care. There is another on the boat. He is sick at the moment. When he is up and ready, I will send him to you. Is that understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Chancellor.
Good. You are dismissed.
Fantastic.
Might as well introduce ourselves.
Welcome, everybody.
Hey, yo, peeps.
Hi.
Good
to be here.
Good to see you.
Oh my god, they're in height order. That's amazing.
Oh.
Did you fetch medicine for the 4th?
Is that it?
Would you guys mind giving us your names?
I guess so.
I mean, there's not much stuff to do, I guess.
Morgan.
My name's Kiki.
Morgan.
Morgan
Hey.
here.
Hello, Morgan.
Pleasure.
Hi.
I make this as Captain Zuko.
I'm ready. I'm ready to give my little thing. I was told to do it.
Probably.
You gonna prepare yourself?
Don't worry.
I'll go stand up there and wait for them to walk by.
Someone.
Pleasure's all mine.
Strong
I would not.
What?
I wouldn't say that.
Terror Captain.
I get around.
He's ready.
Yes, ma'am.
No. It was just,
Introduce yourself.
High five.
Yes, ma'am.
He's from Malik.
Hello, Jackson Axworth.
I'm not.
Team
I have no idea what you're going for here, to be honest.
Morgan.
Let's go for high five. Greedy. Let's go.
Strong
High
grip.
five.
What Emma said. Kiki, look at what Emma
Murtish, not again, please. I'm
Right.
begging.
Going to a salute now this?
Untitled, you don't know
Sure.
You
How's
three.
the trip?
I'm Luca.
Listen to the man.
I was told to do this.
Morgan. Sorry. Is he supposed to be up there?
There's a guy in red. He does really good presentations. Fuck me, my head hurts.
Oh, yeah,
really?
look at
Oh,
He likes
he's
it.
just
Oh.
doing
Look at him.
a thingy.
Umbra Terra.
Yes, ma'am.
Touch them, you don't know what they've been.
Luca,
Alright, fuck
What do
this.
you mean don't touch
Hmm?
them? What do you mean don't touch them?
choose someone to be in your team for the day. Show them around. Show them
Right
where
now?
they'll be sleeping.
Sorry, Kiki, I'm having it.
Oh,
Choose right
okay.
now. Yes.
Right now, okay.
One's already walked off, so.
Very strange.
Yeah. Well, what's your name?
I didn't introduce.
Lucia
Morgan,
Ark.
if you
It's good to meet
would
you.
like, you're welcome to join.
Nice to
Team
meet you.
Terra
I'm Luca.
Good to meet you, Luca.
for the day.
I will follow.
It's just for the day.
Yes.
What? Where you get to
Yes.
use the school. Show them around. Show them how we do things.
Of course.
Abba. Would you be interested in following around Umber
I'll
for
go
a day?
fetch the slot,
Sure.
as you put it.
Oh, never mind.
Do the
Great fun.
Yeah, we should do
Right.
Oh, it should be already being served by the Madari.
Perfect. Where?
Yeah.
Hey.
Mess hall. Right this way. Yeah.
If you are
Awesome.
Actually,
quite interested,
should be Umbra or Terra showing you around?
Yeah, it would be.
you are aware
one
that
of
there's
us.
a debating club starting
Jackson.
I didn't know that. Sure, I'll join.
Oh, sorry, I didn't get your name.
Yes.
Nil. What? Am I supposed to be following you around?
Yeah, just the green. The green ones, if you wish, you could follow the purple ones as well. It's Umbra and Terra. We're Terra. I'm Jackson, Captain Team Terra. Hello.
Alright, I wonder why it's so rare.
Nil. Pleasure to meet you. And all that jazz. Alright, where are we going? What are we doing?
Well, I suppose I would just be giving you a tour as soon as.
back on the farm.
We're kind of done here.
No, is it just me?
No. I was invited. The other one over there. Oh, we had picked out ours to show around. This is
I gotta say hi to
I don't want to introduce you for you. That would be rude.
What? Well, we'll have plenty of time for this. When's the tour?
Now. It should be now.
Hi, Nil. Pleasure to meet you.
Morgan?
Nice to meet you, Mike.
I like
head into the campus.
Alright, where are we going?
Thank you. I made it myself. I made one for Elias as well. He's just angry because he's always angry.
You've got your friend over there in our group. Other than that, I think it's just you two, because one of you is sick on the ship, I think?
Terra, start walking.
Yeah, believe me, they sure are.
She is in charge of the crafting division here on campus.
I know my classmates. By Jove, they'll talk to you if you stand still.
Thanks.
Okay. I didn't know this was cleared. I remember that completely different. I'm not going to address that. Okay, anyway. First thing, fastest thing, in the entire school to get around, teleporters. If you're familiar with them, the Aether Tech, you touch a crystal. Based on the color, you'll end up in a certain spot of the platform. I think it would be the fastest way to show you about the school and its...
Should we mention the side effects, Captain?
Do be careful, you may get sick.
Yes.
Are you just gonna stand on the teleporter pad while everyone's coming down?
Is it unsafe?
Excuse me, thank you. Yes, multiple people being on the teleporter pad at a time is
Only
bad.
a few students have ended up inside out, but I'm sure it's been fixed. So, when you use the teleporter pad, you may get a headache. Anyhow.
If you look to our right, you'll see the beehives. Make sure not to shake them.
The ones you're not supposed to shake.
I mean, you could...
Shouldn't show them any love
The
and
shakeable
affection
beehives
when
are kept
they're
elsewhere.
Cat.
So...
I sincerely hope you're fucking with me.
Yes,
I have to go. That's what that means.
That's
I have a
later,
captain
right?
meeting.
Oh shit, yeah, Captain. You're telling me we took 10 minutes at the beehive specifically for you guys to leave?
Solus,
Where's the mess hall?
Savira, would you finish the tour with him, please?
It's over here. Come on.
Did you not
come with us?
Unsorted.
Sure,
Do you need
thanks.
to go to the warehouse. I think we can get to it around here. I've never actually.
What, we
done
can't
this, I
eat?
wouldn't know myself.
Wait, we just got here.
Just grab an apple, it'll be fine.
But I think you need to be at the.
woke up early and had some.
Oh, I do it at some point today.
Some of us weren't woken up.
Hello, everyone.
Who does?
Summon your point.
I don't know how to eat with a knife and fork.
Oh, actually, I don't know if... Oh, that's right, they have to report to their house. I'm an idiot. Where is she? I was wrong!
Done eating. Give them a.
The unsorted ought to go to the warehouse. Apologies, I've forgotten. Okay.
Are we taking him to the warehouse now?
Feel free to, and then meet me at the farm.
and eat it.
I'll see you guys in a bit.
Oh, I should have gotten an apple. Whew. Walking in silence.
Excellent. Well, the headmaster's office is currently haunted, so we'll be going to the medical ward for our meeting. Please follow me.
Yes, sir.
Right. Haunted?
Very well.
God, I'm hungry.
That's interesting.
It's not really.
Ghosts are a dime a dozen these days.
You're wrong, Zuko. It's not interesting.
Ghosts are real?
Spirits are, I think. That's what they say.
Isn't that what Fae are?
I don't know.
Technically.
Oh? Oh.
Holy shit. It's amazing.
Let us wait a moment. Alright, good. So, most important thing for today is there will be 2 classes held. The first will be by Professor Takuya. His class will be an important skill for all thieves and scouts. If anybody's interested in this, you can send them to his office on the second floor at the back of the castle. After that, I will be holding a class with our alchemist, with our Professor Bombadil, on medicinal potion use in the garden attached to the medical ward.
Okay.
These are elective classes, and therefore not mandatory. So if you are not interested in these classes, or have other things to do, do not feel like you need to come. Terra, Umbra, as you already know, your squads will be meeting you in the warehouse. Consultant students are your responsibility, and how you wish to induct them into your teams is up to you and them. Figure it out amongst yourselves.
Yes, sir.
Can you repeat the classes today, sir?
Yes, Professor Takuya will be having a class on skills that is useful for all thieves and scouts. That is all I've been told.
So thief class.
Understood.
At the first event battle, anybody who wishes to go to that class will be at his office on the second floor near the back of the castle. Shouldn't be too hard to find. After that, at the second event bell, maybe 30, 40 minutes after that, I will be holding a class with Bombadil about potion use. Medicinal potion use.
Understood. Thank you.
Any further questions?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Then you are dismissed.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Congrats on the promotion.
Thank you, sir.
Before everyone heads off, I want to quickly mention.
Thank you.
Everyone knows what to do before the end of lessons, right? Remembers? I remember asking yesterday if you guys could make sure to talk with your teams about the situation so that we can all talk together.
Of course, I knocked it out this morning, first thing.
What situation?
Thank you.
I've been kind of out of the loop.
Oh, right. Well, we're gonna have to go back to Lynn Vale. There's a necromancer and there's a cave of dreadworms.
He's talking about whether or not you want to execute the necromancer.
Yes.
I see.
Or how you
Of course,
want to
before
execute the
deciding.
necromancer.
Of course, before deciding, make sure you consult with everyone in your team. I'll let you guys know when I'd like to meet up after. Alright, thank you.
You got it.
Alright. Alright.
Alright.
Luca, I had a question, but we can walk and talk. It's not that long. Do you know which teams are going on the mission? Because I had not learned.
I thought they can't afford. They just don't want them.
Okay,
It's
I'm
so you
just
want
gonna
to
take
join
that as a
different
no.
teams and stuff, you know?
Yeah, I was thinking we divide them and then bring them back to the collect and then brief them on what's happening. Oh, fantastic! Tara's already here.
Okay, let me show you my personal
Hey guys.
spot. Let me show you my
I thought I
personal
was gonna have
spot
to
over
run
here.
the
So
phone
I
from
used
you.
to sleep. There's a really good
Smart.
spot right over here.
Good call.
Sorry.
Oh, Jackson.
Captain meeting's over. What the hell?
Professor Nello wanted to meet Tara anytime
Thanks.
today.
Sure.
If we're available.
Sure. I'll let you guys know what is happening today on campus, and then we can talk through that. When we
To be
get
fair, they
some-
are broken beds. Do we even know if they're washed, like at all, for the sheets or anything?
Better
else?
than what you could have. I used to sleep on the floor.
I'm sorry to hear that.
You can move the beds around. You can make like one big
If you can
bed.
see that no one else comes there except the unsorted, no, they're not going to be washed.
Yeah, it's not so bad here. It's a little dusty.
What was your name again, miss?
If you can probably throw something over it if you don't want to sleep
Lucia.
on it, but like...
Jackson.
Hello, Jackson.
Captain of
I'm
Terror.
scared to meet you.
Yeah, you too.
There's a little box
Lucia.
there as well
Okay.
if you want to put your stuff in
Hey,
it.
new people, gather around!
It's kind of small, but...
There he is. Talking to Medish.
Something on the floor unusual.
I forgot the moon elf's name.
I just want to keep you up to date about what we talked about in the captain's meeting. There will be a couple classes hosted today. At the first bell, there will be a class about scouting and tactics regarding that kind of thing with the stealth tank. And then the second bell, about 40 minutes after that, is going to be a class with the Chancellor and Professor Bombadil regarding alchemy and herbalistic medicine, I think. So, if you want to, you can attend those. Otherwise, they're completely optional.
Okay.
Cool.
How are you all settling in?
These beds
Wait,
suck.
I'm not a new student.
Well, I'm aware of that.
Are they telling me you have castles?
It's a terrible.
You couldn't put a wooden leg on a bed? How is that a roadblock?
I mean, I don't think the beds
I
are
slept in that
bad.
one.
I mean,
Isn't
I
there, like,
comfortable.
the professor
can sleep in
crafting
this.
could have came in here and fixed this?
Ow! How do you...
Okay, maybe he. Okay, you're okay. It's
Maybe
fine.
you can't, but you can.
You'll be all right.
If
You
figure
got
it
this.
out.
Dorms are much nicer.
Oh, I see. This is a joke. You're messing with us. Where are the real living quarters?
Well, I mean, I showed you the
Once you get
boxes.
sorted, you'll have living quarters in the dorms. But for now, it's not
I mean,
a joke.
you're not going to be in here as long as we were, so I shouldn't imagine so anyway. So it's not like it's the end of the world.
You live like this?
Yeah.
Well, no.
Yeah.
No, I mean, no, because we're all sorted. We don't live like this.
Yeah, so we
we
don't
actually
know.
live really comfortably.
All right. Which are the two groups that are accepting? Again.
Well, for
That's Umbra and
yeah,
Terra.
for the day, what
Green and purple.
I choose Umbra. That's great. I'd love to join. I love your style. I love you people and how you.
I don't think
I'd like to
that
join.
works.
Tell them to go
I'm
to
not
the
asking
store.
you. Perfect.
I appreciate
Where
that,
do I
but
sign
don't
up?
know anything about you yet.
Oh, my name's Nil. Which bed can I have?
I'm Luca.
Okay, that
well,
narrows it
what are
down.
your
I'm
skill
sorry,
sets?
they didn't pick you again.
Thank you, Medish.
That's okay.
I can show you in
Oh my
private.
god, I'm so sorry. I forgot.
It's
your
happened
name.
every
Would you
time.
like to join Terra for the
Private?
day? And we'll escort
Just
you
you
about
and
to
I.
school for activities.
Nobody
Well,
ever
I
I
picked
was already
Terra.
asked by
Well, not
Umbra.
fighting, but just us.
Good to know.
The
Make it
minute
contact
I
alone.
met them too.
It's a secluded
Okay.
area. I can be trusted with
guess.
weapons.
It's a damn name.
I don't know about them.
Well,
Go for it.
So you're saying all these things, and it's making me think the opposite.
Starts with an M. Put up the name.
Sorry, what was that?
Oh god.
Sir. Are we supposed to show what we can do?
Meeting with my team that I missed, so I'm gonna
I-
be fine.
no.
Your skills.
No.
See you, Mitesh.
Oh, like right now? Can I finish?
I guess. Yeah, sure.
Oh, yeah. Here, I'll just set this down on the very real
Did you
box.
guys catch the briefing that Luca just passed out?
Cool.
No, there was so much happening.
No.
Okay. The medical,
Damn,
there's
you
a
were
medical
doing all 2
lesson
feet
and
away
there's
and thought
a
this meant it was
stealth
just us, huh?
and recon lesson.
Alright, okay.
One is by. Okay, let's start
Oh, I
that
mean, you
over
guys
one
can
at a
go
time.
first if you guys
Professor
don't care.
Takuya is leading
By all means.
a
He's
lesson
already talked
in
to me.
stealth and for thieves and scouts,
Bow.
and it's
What are you
taking
good with?
place
Perfect.
in the back top floor of the castle. If you're interested in going, neither of these classes are mandatory. The second class is going to be led by the Chancellor and Bombadil, and that will be in the garden of the medical area.
Okay. I
That's
appreciate
just
it.
outside
Thank
the
you.
medical wall with that
All right,
stone
let's walk
boxes.
around the corner. We're done.
And
Didn't
if
extend
you're
that
interested in going to either of those,
4 minutes. Absolutely not.
feel free to. They're not mandatory. Yes, Irene.
So is this whole thing?
Okay, now I can't hear them.
Irene has
Hmm?
deafed
Right.
right in front of me.
I
Stuff
don't
like
know.
this was supposed
Other
to
than that, Irene did
I
mention
didn't know. I think they're just
meeting with
you know.
Nella, Professor Nella.
think he's
Maybe he's just shy
Yes?
about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's a rat.
I was frozen in time.
About this later.
I couldn't move.
I mean, why be shy about
I'm
it
so
if you're gonna
sorry.
be here for the next
Hey,
how long?
did you hear everything I just said?
however long you decide.
Yeah, I got that.
Okay, cool.
Exactly.
Solus, did you hear everything that was said?
Oh, no.
Okay. Do you remember what Luca told everybody when he was standing here?
Group up things and lessons with sneaky people and potions.
They're not mandatory, but if you want to do either of those,
You
I
said
have
that
the
right.
locations of the classes.
Mm.
Ivan has told me that we're supposed to be
Stealth and
meeting
alchemy?
with Nella.
Is that a yes?
I don't know how.
Or we should meet with Nella today at some point.
Isn't Noah the scary one?
Maybe.
Yes. You know, if we stick together, he'll probably find us, actually. So, we could just do that again. If you all don't have anything urgent going on today. I forgot.
No, I've got a lot more fire
your
training. Other
name,
than that,
and I am so sorry, miss. Have you been asked... Morgan. Okay, it's a very memorable name. Morgan, would you like to follow Tara around, or have you been asked by Umbra as well?
I haven't been asked by anyone.
Great. Would you
We're
follow...
currently trying to find out what anyone's skill set
Would you
is.
be
They've
willing
spent
to
however
follow
long buying
Tara
it.
around as an escort? As an
And they
escort?
will
your friend's fluxed.
Mm-hmm.
Now that is a flux. I can't explain it myself, but that's what it's called, and that's what happens. You disappear sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you appear somewhere again
sometimes,
soon.
and they will come down and grab people
you
and
come
drag them
back.
into the underworld.
Yeah, you come back. Don't worry about it. You just kind of teleport somewhere else.
You come back eventually. It's not like you just disappear. You just go somewhere else. Granted, you have to go through the effort of making your way back to where you were. It is. I've had it happen to me a few times, but it's not so bad, honestly.
You've been dragged to the underworld?
Question.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Yes, Morgan.
I'm not the only one that sees the disrespect in him, right? He seems really mean.
And who?
The other new guy. Yeah.
Yeah, I see it. But
I overheard
he's
my
a little
fellow person
crass,
describe him
but...
as a slob.
I can see it.
Just pay it no mind, honestly.
Yeah.
Well, it's either that he gets it together or he'll probably end up dead by one of the teachers. So don't worry about it too much.
I believe they would probably remove him from the island before that happened.
Honestly, this place is already nice enough.
Not sure how long you're going to be unsorted for, but as unsorted, we also learned that at one point that if one person in your group decides to act up, the entire group takes the punishment for it.
Back.
Yeah, that was me. My bad.
So, you know, if he starts acting up, I guess grab someone, or just deal with it yourself somehow. Just try to calm him down if he tries to go over the top, because, again, everyone's going to take the punishment, and not just him.
Did he leave?
He did.
He did.
It's my food now.
Good idea.
I think he's eaten most of everything aside from the one piece of broccoli.
Oh, right. You're back. Yeah, so, just saying, that was flux.
It
Don't know how
tastes
to explain it, don't
disgusting.
know what it is. It's got a flux, you just disappear. You go somewhere else, basically.
I'll have some.
Yeah. Okay. The 2 pieces of broccoli are
Huge.
gone.
Why are you just eating his broccoli?
It's all gone now.
I don't know waste
It
food.
doesn't look like he eats vegetables.
Why would you waste food?
Why make it go to waste?
I don't know, maybe he's saving it for later. Pocket broccoli.
Like pocket sand. Excuse me.
I could be used
Like
for that.
pocket moldy
I
trashy
suppose.
witch bread?
That's a good thought.
Why do you have sand in your pocket?
Do you never have a long day at work? Especially on a farm. Sand gets everywhere. And dirt.
Farmer.
No, I can't say I have.
Yeah, it's coarse and rough.
It's so you can throw it in someone's eye.
It gets everywhere. I've heard.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen much of it.
I didn't think
That's a
about
good
that.
one. I'll have to remember that.
Usually just gets everywhere.
It's true.
Not a big fan of sand myself, to be honest.
Oh, there.
Oh.
I feel like we're taking a bit long. Should I go get them?
There's a Morgan. There's a professor named.
I feel like we still have
Skyette.
to give
She's
everybody
one
the
with
tour before the first bell
scary
goes off.
hair
In
and
case they
eyebrows.
wanted to,
If
like,
she goes
go
up to
to the
you,
lesson.
do you know how to bow?
Yeah.
And
oh,
would
no,
you
no.
look at that?
No.
I think for
What timing?
a woman. Actually,
Excuse
you know
me,
what?
it became kind of a prolonged talk. Yeah.
One of your hands like
Apparently
this,
he's
and you
a
lean
pretty
over
good
a
magic
bit,
user.
and that's called a bow. And if she goes up to you and
Very
she says
talented.
something,
You're holding the flip.
Just nod.
Why do you have
What?
my food?
It's empty.
Was that?
We ate it all.
You ate it?
That was
Yeah.
number one, I
First
think.
class bell.
You left it here, and we didn't
Why?
know where you were
Why
going.
would
So we got through
What?
one person.
I said I was gonna leave it there temporarily. Why would you eat my
your
food?
skills,
I didn't hear you
Which
say
was the
that. I'm
first class?
sorry.
I
Was it the
cannot
stealth? Or was
I
it the
cannot
alchemy?
fathom. What? I
I
left
think
it.
they
I
were
left
doing
it there.
a
That was my
top
plate of
show.
food. Why?
Do you want your plate back?
Scouting,
Wait.
yeah, scouting and stealth.
What is that? What am I gonna? What am I gonna do with the plate? Tell me right.
I don't know.
Kinda
Get
magic.
more
There's, like,
food,
a
I
good
suppose.
rule that I feel like not a lot of people know.
I
I
can get another plate anywhere. Why would you eat my food? I cannot.
I can't believe that has
It's fine. It's fine. It's okay. Thank you for helping me clean my plate. I will grab another one, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, no
Okay?
problem.
Everyone happy? We're all good?
Really?
Thanks.
Can I touch it?
I mean, Christ.
Cool.
Right. Good start.
That was
Wrong expression.
that was
There
that.
it is.
You should talk to Oriana. She also uses her fists.
Whoa. She's gone.
She's on
I
Team
have to
Ignis.
meet them.
Okay.
Apologies,
You know how
ma'am.
long it
I'll
took
follow
to
you.
roll up,
You wanna come?
padded.
Come along?
That sounds lovely.
And what do you have to say for yourself?
Oh boy, this camera. There.
He's gonna get everyone killed.
Yeah, he
It's the
seems
teacher
to
that
be
made
your-
everyone not eat for a whole day because of me, so you gotta be careful of that one.
She's very effective.
Scary.
Morgan, do you have combat experience of any kind?
Hated me.
Yes. A
You
little
sound
bit.
like
at
someone
least.
who might eat with his fingers.
I had
Bandits
no idea what you just said.
that
to me. That was
would
just
try to
really
take
bad.
our crops.
Sorry, what?
Ah,
At least back at home.
I see.
It's how I got. It's how I got
Oh.
this.
I see. Well, I hope everything holding up well regarding that.
Yeah.
Of course. It just damaged things.
Solus.
Like my vocal cords.
Oh. Oh, I see. Okay. Well. Good. You're still standing, so that counts for something. I'm sorry. I was going to say maybe we could head to the recon one, just considering we're Terra members. But that
Sounds
was
good.
the only reason.
I'll follow.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, they gone hard together.
Yeah.
It takes a lot more than a knife to take me down.
Yeah.
My pop said I'm built like a brick shit house.
Nice. Yeah,
I
you
don't really understand.
you have quite a structure, I could tell.
Alright. Well, with the class underway, let us begin. Hello, as you all know, I am Professor Takio, and I'm the Stealth and Tactics teacher. I also kind of smudge assassin in there, but that's a little bit of a former thing. What we are learning today is the importance of stealth, and moreover having the correct tools and having those things for that. Now, a simple question, and as I asked you outside, like you discuss with your peers and what you think. When it comes to the ideal of stealth and tactics, what do you think a thief places that? Take a moment.
Can we discuss, or do we
just shout it out?
ourselves?
Do we just let it out?
You can discuss amongst yourselves, and when you have an answer, you can raise your hand. I'll go by that manner.
The highest hand I could raise.
Yes.
Discreet and unseen infiltration and acquire the acquisition of key items of tactical importance.
Yes, that is definitely a strong major part of it. Though there's always a little bit more. But that was a really good answer. Good start. Yes, Jackson.
Information? Sabotage? Perhaps?
Yes, good. Information and sabotage could change what would be an unruly and dragged out fight into a mere minuscule scuffle. Good, Jackson. I saw your hand raised.
Yes, I had a similar answer to Jackson there, but if I might say, I suppose a thief could be used to prevent a conflict from starting in the first place. If you could shut or lock a door before any could arrive, then perhaps you can prevent conflict itself.
An interesting concept. And yes, I'd have to say that a thief could immediately stop a plan right in his tracks.
It's pretty good.
Good. Yes.
Like sneak attacks, like assassinations and stuff.
That's a very important aspect. That is one that is very important on the field. While, yes, a thief can become an assassin quite easily. It just matters who's got the blade in hand.
So that's what that's about.
Yep. Yes, you're caught up on the roles factor, aren't you?
Yeah, sir.
Yes. Well, there is a little bit of a distinction between a thief and assassin. Though the line is a little bit more gray than you would believe. A thief is someone that doesn't kill is their first instinct. They're more about the stealth, they're the espionage.
Noises.
They're the types that would go in and, like Jackson said, information. That's would be their prime directive. Well, a thief can become an assassin on the field, dealing deadly damage or death to any high-level threats that could be attacking your party. Especially if you have good guardsmen at the front, taking the attention. Anyone who can attack without being seen is a high threat. If you are a low threat and become a high threat by killing a high-value target, you create an opening for your team, and thus win the day, or allow them to escape with their lives. Right, so we've discussed the matter of importance of stealth, of thieves, of assassins. Work my way here. Things acting up. Hold on a second. There it goes. This is a small crossbow here. Use this.
It's not loaded, right?
Continue. It's
No, it's not loaded.
Yeah, it's fine. Continue, sir.
We have a medical ward.
Right. You have the crossbow here, one of my favorite old tools. Helps you with medium to a little bit longer range. Obviously, for you archers, you know what this is. Though I've had it a little bit more customized to my specific technique.
Oh.
We have one of my favorite tools. Hidden blade.
Ooh.
I need to deal with an opponent fast, quick. It's very hard to deal with this attack from a small melee perspective. We have some of the other tools, like some of you have seen on the field with me, like the caltrops, smoke bomb, and other such things. And those are important tools. But not all tools need to be deadly to be important. Lockpicks, for example. Lockpicks are very important. And today, with your assignment, you're going to learn why they're so important. So, for the teams that I have divided into 3 units, you will be all assigned to some tasks today. I think this would be better if we added a little bit of intrigue. Teams 2 and 3. If you have designated your teams. If not, I'll go left to right.
We were 3?
I think we're free, yeah.
I believe we were 2.
2 and 3, if you would raise your hands.
I mean, we were always 2.
I think so.
Yes.
I got 2 raised.
2.
2 and 3. If you would please take a moment and step out of the room, I'd like to talk to Team 1 privately.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Of course, deciding not to deal with said necromancer is a totally valid point, and there are many reasons for that, as against that.
Yeah.
Zuko merely wished for us all to discuss, so we had an understanding as team captains to come back to later. So that me may be aware of our plans going forward. I've already discussed with Team Lumen this morning.
Yeah, I had forgotten to do. I actually don't even know where they stand on it, but I will. So we're doing a unanimous decision then, among the 7 teams?
Well, it's usually best if you make a unanimous decision, even if there's a few outliers who disagree.
Sure. Okay. Okay, then next to that, did you know or have you heard a myth of the teams having to rotate night shift, night patrols? Is that in place yet? I heard from Amari a couple times.
I'm not aware, actually. I've had no such mention happen to me during meetings.
I will ask
it may be worth
Chancellor
discussing with the Chancellor.
and then see what's up with that, because I'm not sure. Okay.
Certainly, right. Anything else?
That was
Captain
it.
Jackson.
Thank you, I appreciate it. Congrats on your promotion. That's amazing. It was very.
Thank you. Yes, I suppose.
Uh-oh.
It was a necessity, really.
Yeah. Well,
But
of course. As is mine. How are you finding the position?
Hey, I have a quick question for you. By any chance,
Well,
allow us to repair the bed?
there's a weight on my shoulders I never thought I'd have. Other than that, it's not
All the legs are broken.
terrible, I'll admit. Everyone seems to get along, and we seem more organized for a start. But, that said, I'm not really sure about this whole running a team lark. I could do with some pointers if you had any. You know, since you've got a bit more experience than me.
I'll try to think of something.
Oh my gosh.
I guess first things first. Don't panic. If you've ever had
I don't remember where that warehouse is.
think on a tactical map, the way to move a unit, moving individual people is a lot similar to such a situation. So, you know, trusting and making sure the abilities of your team members and where they're best suited to go, depending on the target.
It's not Neil.
You might want to range on someone who's a slower target and examples like that. But you could read history books and tactical situations. Sorry, Gil.
NIL.
Your name?
Alright, well, I've given you a little bit of taste of the thieving life, gave you a little bit of information about it. Now it's time to put that experience to practical use.
I think we should move further away from the door.
This here, as many of you most likely know, is a mana potion. I would like your team leader to take this potion, and I would like you to plant it in one of the student dorms.
Does anyone here know the inside of the Ignis dorm? Like this little layout?
there's anything like.
Would anybody like to take the honor of being the team leader?
I mean, like, 'cause I know, like.
I vote Tell.
All right, I'll take the position then.
Congratulations again.
I know, like, different rooms, there's people getting that together. I know the layout itself is the same, but, like, if there's any, like.
So you just want this planted in another dorm? Any will do,
Yes.
right?
Yes. However, there are some stipulations. You cannot communicate with the dorm itself, meaning any of the dorm mates that aren't already here in your group. You are not allowed to converse with them about this information. You have to get in without being noticed, seen, or without really raising detection. You can get an envoy in and plant it secretly, then that would be good. You can create a distraction and get in, and that works as well. Some way to get in and plant it safely. And I will inform Malik that there is some potion planting going on. So if you're concerned about getting in trouble,
Getting shot.
Don't get caught.
Right.
I don't think you would shoot it if I at least explained
Don't
the
get
situation.
caught, don't get shot.
That's a good motto to live by. Don't get caught, don't get shot. Good.
How long do we
Right.
have?
You have until nightfall to do this mission. I will be waiting in the arena for whoever wants to bring me the information of your success or your passing. Mind you, that this mission needs to be accepted by all, and you should converse about really wanting to do it or not. I won't shame you for turning your nose to the challenge, but I think if you take a little bit of take a little bit of a dive into stealth life, maybe you'll find something interesting.
Dive in stealth. Stalking.
Very well. And on the chance that these the dorm doors do happen to be locked and the team's not present, or perhaps they do not unlock them throughout the day, what do we do then? You're asking us to essentially break into a dorm and plant it there, but to my understanding, at least with Team Lumen, we keep our door locked at all times unless a team member is present to enter, which would imply you'd have to tell someone and enter right behind them this entire time.
Well, how do I enter that without really saying that I can't help you?
Right.
You'll have to think of some creative strategies.
If only I could use a lockpick. I see your point.
Huh. Okay. Yes, sir.
Well, we'll see what we can do. Perhaps,
Right.
perhaps Ignis leaves their door open.
This is a good point.
Murtesh is getting out somehow. Are we, dismissed, sir?
Yes. Yes, you are. I just wanted to leave you with an assignment. And also, Jack said, good hype on the intel. If you think Murtesh is somehow getting out of his dorm, find out how.
Yes, sir.
See if you can find your way. And see if you can easily do the mission. That's a good start.
Okay.
Who of
All
us
right,
are
then.
going to alchemy class?
I'm in alchemy. Break my knee. Oh boy. We're late. We are late. I will get tell.
We're late?
Don't hit the bell. Don't hit the emergency bell. Okay. I think they're doing the class right now, actually.
I think we're gonna make a great team. We work so well together.
It does sound like it. Jack.
Yeah.
For reference.
What were you gonna... What?
The package is in that bush.
Oh,
One
God.
of the bushes within the
Okay,
courtyard.
one of... I will look... I
towards this
will... I
direction.
will do some agriculture after this. Thank you, Tel. Okay.
Of course.
The big one.
Oh dear.
Wait.
Alright, Chancellor?
Yes, my brain. A little bit of a headache. Okay, so yes, that is the pink one here, the antitoxin. The yellow one, my apologies, is the rest potion. The rest potion is incredibly simple. Calms you down, helps you sleep.
but it can cause auditory hallucinations and limb paralysis with overuse. So be very careful when administering rest potions as long-term care. It does not work. It is not use it. Not worth it. Now, the resistance potion. This is probably the most complicated in what it does to the body itself. But it regulates body heat. Whether you are suffering from frostbite, or an incredible fever, or to help deal with burn wounds by leveling the patient's body temperature. It regulates body heat. Okay. So good for cold weather environments or incredibly hot environments.
That's a mana potion.
Overuse of this can cause insomnia and respiratory distress.
Mana.
Very messy.
Antitoxin.
Now,
what was that one?
I sure hope you are all paying incredibly close attention
That's health,
to what these potions do.
Stamina.
Because we are about to do
Resistance.
a very real try run.
Oh.
I need everybody to pair up for sparring.
Shit. Okay.
Nothing too harsh.
Is everyone ready?
Oh, this is way easier.
I have no idea what the adverse effects are. All right. I'll let you decide which poison to use first, Chancellor.
I'm also fluxing at the same time.
Oh dear.
Have you tried turning down your eyes? I did that, and so far it's been smooth sailing for me.
I should try that.
Yes.
I don't have a lot of liquid.
Done that. Yes.
Good thinking. Might slow you down.
Oh, it's yours.
Who grabbed these?
Hit from the back.
I don't know. I just saw it sitting there.
Are you implying I'd strike from the background?
Might be Oriana's.
Your specialty.
Grave injury then.
You ready? 3,
No, she's got her.
2, 1. Go!
Everyone, pay attention.
What's happening?
Ooh.
Oh my god, they're fighting.
Oh.
Holy shit, he's dead. Oh my fucking
Was this
god.
yours?
I just walked in on a murder.
Hello, Matesh.
No.
Hey.
I can't see anything.
Hey, halberd for whoever wants it.
Russia, what's going on? But this was potions class.
Well, they're training them to deal with dealing with antitoxins.
Oh,
Using your gloves.
Don't stop.
We're getting
Keep
poisoned. I
fighting.
want to do
Maybe bring my weapon. Good with that.
Yes, yes.
Then again, if the goal here is to cause injury, you may want to use them.
Notice you stop. Stop. Keep going. This is a lesson for you too.
If you can't keep going further, just raise your hand.
Be more discreet.
Let's go.
Oh.
Okay. Understood.
Good.
Oh god, this stings.
Good life.
Alright, that's enough. That's enough. That's enough. What seems to be wrong?
We're bleeding from the nose and the ears.
You okay? Okay. Health potion. They're bleeding.
No, we're bloody.
I can't see anything.
Grab a health potion.
I'm bleeding from the eyes, ears, and nose. And I think I've got a minor concussion.
Alright. This one. Yes. Health weapons. Red one.
This poison.
Focus on your breathing, alright?
Just got that. I'll go wander around for a bit.
This is an antitoxin.
See what some of those people that aren't here are up to.
Based on what you just inhaled, this should be good for helping with that out. So I just need you to put your head up. Take this in slowly, alright?
Have you seen it?
I don't like the taste of blood.
Yes.
No, it's not nice.
So I'm gonna get used to it.
So we seem to have lost...
Your eyes are sparkling.
So,
Yes, sir. Yes.
Jackson and Kiki. You are interested in sparring? Go grab your shield.
Is that a tiny shield?
No, my hands are encased in ice gloves.
Okay.
Still a bit sore.
Yeah, that's why I'm
To the first
not
class,
gonna
give
use
it a
my
research. Hopefully she'll stay there for a bit longer.
How about you guys?
Have you ever used shield before?
yes, who should I spar with?
Yeah.
Well,
Tara?
Are we going? When I drop the mist on you?
How about Kingsley?
When I drop the mist on you guys?
You
will start to panic.
all things considered.
Something in the poison will trigger your fight or flight response.
Okay.
You will be very not calm. Alright, cool.
Okay, gotcha.
Go feral, okay, see.
Are we starting? I think we're starting.
I think so.
Pay attention.
Punch in the face, they'll do it.
Remember, don't stop it until Victor has been found. Battlefield. You'll have to be prepared for
Alright, that's enough.
Looks like these two have
What's
been
wrong?
are both out.
Kiki? No, Kiki. Symptoms, what's wrong? They're hostile, aggressive. They're hallucinating.
So, the
They
solution to
need,
this?
Yes, sleep might actually work. Maybe. No, the other.
Okay, gotcha.
Here we go. Out. Wait, Kiki. Wait, could you hold that, please? We have menacing sleep potions, sir. That's potions. Alright. Force is gentle. It's gentle.
Aurelia.
Rest. Shit. Even them.
Jackson, I got you. Hey, it's okay, calm down. It's okay. It's just me. It's okay.
Hold him, please.
Okay, well, okay, I'm lifting you up a little bit. Look.
How are you feeling, young?
There we go. No, there we go.
Okay.
Also, I've
Come on.
seen something
It's
that
okay.
has been, that's been seen. I've seen
Okay.
something that's very.
She's slowly closing her eyes.
It's okay.
That's it. Calm down.
It's okay.
Deep breaths, the calming effect of the potion.
Take deep breaths.
Almost
Okay.
immediately.
I call this potion the maddening gas.
Take deep breaths. It's okay.
Any inhalation of this one will cause severe
alright.
hallucinations and...
It's okay, you're safe. She's fine. It's okay. Stay down. It's okay. Focus on yourself first. Okay?
Aggression.
She's fine. Please breathe.
Okay.
Maybe I'm just seeing
Don't be in any rush to get up.
Yeah, don't
If
rush
these
yourself,
students
okay?
if these students weren't treated in time, they would have ended up in a sort of like rabies, if you guys know what that is.
There you go.
Alright.
Now my ears.
So this lesson is twofold. It is to be knowledgeable about the potions that you will be using out in the fields. It is to be able to recognize how
I just have big headache. It is
Silence,
fine.
please. I'm speaking.
Oh.
Sorry, sir, I was having headache.
It is to be able to recognize and treat your friends when they have fallen or are under strange debilitating effects, whether they are from enemy mages or the many strange effects that the rift beasts can manifest, whether it is bleeding from the eyes, panic attacks, incredible fevers, or lethargy.
Panic attack.
Now,
yeah.
The secondary reason for this lesson is to be able to have the willpower and resolve to fight through these things, which you all did quite well. Whether you are bleeding from the eyes or nearly collapsing from exhaustion, you kept going, and for that, I am proud of you. But I'm sure this has been a very trying lesson for many of you. So, unless any of you wish to stay and discuss anything about the lesson, then you will be dismissed.
Whew. Oh God. I have never been so upset before. Oh, Jesus. Oh. Sorry, Toe. That was very shocking. Stop. Okay. Let's see. Zuku?
Oh, Jackson.
Yeah.
Make sure to tell Murtesh and Caleb to get over here as soon as they can if you see them.
Sure. Okay. No problem.
Yeah.
Did you put a
Thank
call
you
out
so
on your
much.
ether tag ring?
Yeah. It's already
Okay.
already
Cool.
there.
Question out of curiosity, because just worried about the general situation of it. Do you have any clue how Murtesh is breaking through people's dorms?
I have no idea. We are planning to make a bell. If we hear the bell, that means he's walking.
That's smart.
If we hear the bell, that means he's walking. If we don't hear the bell, there's something else going on.
Huh. Okay.
I've been too engrossed in learning fire magic, so I didn't see if he walked out. So.
Okay.
Well, today he didn't actually wake up anywhere.
That's good.
He woke up in the
was
dorm.
in the dorm.
Woke up in the right dorm.
Yeah, which is surprising.
It is surprising.
Yes.
Although he was standing up right in front of the door in his shorts.
Oh. Yes, that is true.
Yeah, I've seen that trend before with him. He seems to feel very comfortable
Yeah.
in his skin.
The one with the...
Gotta keep my distance from him.
Okay.
Very similar
With
to
the little
Murtesh.
facial hair.
Yeah.
Also,
there's
I've been
just the
staring
one
at that at this
Bella
guy
will
for a
be
while
unable
now.
to out her own team for such illicit activity. You understand it would come as a betrayal.
Yeah,
I
of
need
course.
you to instead stumble upon this and discover it.
Yeah, I can do that. Hey.
Hi, Murtesh.
Hello, Jackson.
Sorry to interrupt, ma'am. The team Ignis captain had informed me that he wished his team to meet in front of Nella's office. If I saw any of the members.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Winnie.
Oh,
I'm
sweet, a
sure
potion.
It's
Oh.
important. I didn't mean to steal him away.
Thank you. Yes, Neller is going to be interviewing you.
Okay,
I want to know
cool.
what your purpose is. Don't tell him about this.
Hello.
Yeah, I'll
he's
keep
going to
this
ask
hush
if
hush.
Zuko, he's going to ask if
Forecast.
Zuko understands you as team members, your positions in the team, and where you come from,
Yeah, he
Good
spoke to
design,
us
sorry.
personally, so I assume it has to do with that, yeah.
I'm sure you'll pass with flying colors. You better hurry, though. Being late wouldn't do. I would
Sure.
that might help.
Alright, so is this just a stamina potion? Like, why do I need this? I'm confused. Who's giving this to me?
I could,
I did. Take it as...
I could escort him.
Okay.
there, so we
Is it
don't-
like an
Isn't that what
illegal
you
one?
need? Do you not need it?
Oh, thank you. That would
No,
be,
I don't
that
need
would be
this, but
wonderful.
I'll take it, sure. I don't need this.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. Alrighty.
I don't know why.
That was simple.
I'm so confused.
I'll walk with you, Murtesh.
That makes me happy. Thank you, Jackson.
You're welcome. I believe the potion is a stealth assignment. For the. Well, actually, maybe.
Oh shit.
Or it was a medical
Oh
thing.
fuck.
What?
Were you on the stealth mission thing? Are you on the stealth thing, or did you leave?
We left in the middle of the lecture. Were you in the stealth mission?
Yeah, I'm still in it.
Oh.
Shit.
Okay.
Oh fuck. Okay, this might be the thing I can't bring back to the Ignis Storm.
Sure.
Yeah. I'm just gonna throw this away.
No problem.
I'm just gonna put it in a bush over here.
Yeah, that was Tell's decision as well. That's funny.
Wait, he also got a thing and put it in a bush?
Yeah, he put it in a bush to hide. It wasn't related. I had a question though, out of curiosity for you, which was because I've seen you end up outside of your dorm often in the mornings and other people. I mean, you and us. How long has that been going on?
Since not long after I got here.
Oh. Is it like a new thing?
Not really.
Okay.
Hey, we're supposed to go to Neller's office.
What, right now?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I forgot to tell you. Caleb. Yeah.
Hey, that we doing?
Well, do you have any clue like how you get out of, like, do they set up precautions on your team for how you get to these places or not
Well,
get to them?
Zuku's trying to put a bell on me, so at some point I'm going to be wearing a bell for a day, and we'll see how that goes. I'll make sure it's really loud so everybody can hear me and find me.
Like a cat. I see. Okay.
Yeah, like a cat, like a little kitty cat. I'm going to be like the Madari.
The choir boy kitty cat.
Oh, that's a good idea. We should tie a Madari to my leg when I go to sleep.
That's a good idea. I like that.
And then they'll be able to tell Bellicosa everything they saw in the middle of the night. Doesn't that sound like a great idea?
Does anyone know the location of Lethariel?
Oh my god.
Alright.
Lethariel.
So we're gonna have to grab a Madari tonight and some rope, and then we'll have a good time.
Lethariel, Yoral was asking for you just now on my earpiece. I might have to send him somewhere. Okay, just checking, Murtesh. So he's in there next to Nella's office.
Are you? Am I going now? Am I leaving you?
Yeah, you can. I wasn't required for you. Yeah.
Whoever said that, I just saw Lethariel leave the main building.
They're still discussing it. I'm going to jump in on this today, so I know where to send you. Captain Yoral, where did you want to send Lethariel?
To the training grounds, please.
He said... Oh, he said... Your captain said he'd like to meet you at the training grounds. I suppose if you have time. I don't know how urgent anything is.
Of course. No, I'll okay. Yeah, thank you.
I could walk with you.
Right now.
I don't have a lot going on at the moment.
Oh, okay.
Out of curiosity, not to stop you from walking, because we can walk and talk. Out of curiosity, do you know this Murtesh sleeping in other dorm situation?
I know that it happens to me, and he wakes up, resting against a bookshelf in my own room.
That's right, you were one of the first. Sorry, yes, that must have been terrifying. I'm so sorry.
So you find it was. I don't know.
Did you ever find out how he got in? Did you guys lock the doors or anything?
Thought we locked the door, but on the off chance we didn't, he could have just walked in, but I know all the exterior doors of Aqua are usually locked by the time we're in.
Okay.
Usually.
Alright.
Are you trying to investigate what's happening with that?
Yeah, well, because Zuku wants to put a bell around him, and I was just seeing if I could collect anything that might be able to help if that doesn't work.
Lothar, you heading to the training grounds?
Yeah.
to meet up with the rest of the team?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was just walking with him
Cool.
to make sure. Amari's got quite the battle cry.
They've done a lot of running today.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm sure they're tired of it.
Oh, they have? Yeah. No, I exhausted myself trying to put an end to a classmate by accident. Well, I inhaled poison, so technically more of a sabotage, really. Oh, pardon me.
Yeah, yeah.
Whew. How's wait, you were there, weren't you? Yeah.
Where?
Were you at the alchemical healing class thing?
Yeah, I was, yes. Yeah.
Right. How did I do? Did I win? I don't really remember. I remember feeling really terrible.
If it helps, I wasn't paying attention to you, so I won't tell you will die.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I worry about that kid sometimes. Alright. Okay, Lothario. Have a good day
Thank
at
you
the
for
training
walking.
grounds.
Yeah, you too.
Pick you up at 8. So let's see. What would be the best way to get it through? I don't know anything about them. I am scouting right now around the terrain to see. Oh, a conveniently placed bush. Well, how about that? If nobody sees it, we'll be in luck. This is quite an obvious potion, though. And that rock is, yeah, we're not jumping that. Not without some climbing equipment, at least. Just can't really see in there. It's probably a bedroom. Not very many places to put this thing. Interesting. If I could do this all myself, I think I'd be hailed quite a bit. Oh, interesting. There's a... That's not Lothario. That must be Morgan. Morgan? It has to be Morgan. Morgan?
Here I come. You could turn around and address that with me. I don't know anything about fairies.
Hello?
I forgot to do the start and stop. I'm sorry.
It's funny, I thought you were another moon elf. Just from this distance.
You know what? Hold on.
Oh,
Let me
it's...
come down.
Okay.
Is your belt tightened again?
Cool. Well, we got the dorm.
Your pants aren't falling down.
The lake looks kind of clean.
Not you. No.
Oh,
Where are the showers?
hand, sweaty hand.
We have to look away because it's...
Hello. Sorry. I was just doing a routine checking around of things, and my hand got really sweaty a minute ago. So. Ooh.
It's okay.
I thought you looked like another student of ours. I believe they're a moon elf. I don't know if I'm making assumptions.
Moon elf. I know I'm an elf. Moon elf.
Oh, it's just a it's just a pale elf. I don't know. That's the way I've heard them referred to.
Yo.
Angel. How you doing?
I know non-pass that they didn't know what kind of elf I was.
Oh,
makes sense, I guess.
We have culture books in the library. Oh, there's a library. It's right above the mess hall. If you just go upstairs, you can see the books. It was next to the stealth professor's class. But they should have. Well, if it's organized, I know. Funnily enough, the other moon elf is in charge of it. I should just call him Lothario, because that's his name. Lothario is in charge of it. And he may have organized it. I was there last. It seemed a little cluttered, but he's had a lot on his plate lately. I didn't mean to intrude in whatever was happening. I was just surprised to see you.
Just wandering around.
Yeah. Me too. I mean, cool. It's a good way to learn about the place. Has Umbra been filling you in about everything?
No.
Okay.
I literally just got here.
Okay.
Not long ago. I sort of want to explore.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, sure. I mean, I'm open to walk you about, I suppose, if you wish.
Can you show me to the library?
Sure. Yeah. It'd be
Also, I would love to meet
Lothariel.
Who?
Sure. L-A-T-H-A-R-I-R-E-L?
You know what? Not my issue. Lothariel Endorian, I think.
Yeah. I mean, his name should be on the board. He is a medical student. Yeah.
I see. I think I've figured out. Shouldn't we tell him?
Oh,
nothing.
Sure. If you're up for it. I think we were on different teams, so I wouldn't want to intrude. That's kind of cheating. Okay, well that's gonna be locked.
Try finding Jackson. No, there he is.
Hello. Am I to guide the unsorted?
He's the terror team leader.
Yes, hello.
Just give them like a quick tour of the dorms, because we've done our rounds.
I see. Okay, yeah, you got it. I could hand them off from here.
We are discussing now, I think.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, is he run off?
Cool. He's run off again.
I don't know where the other one ran off to.
He likes to.
Yes, he has.
It appears that he has his own agenda much of the time.
He is like a nail. Eventually, someone's going to have to hammer it.
Quite a way to phrase it.
Put it in its place, you know?
Yeah, no, I understand what you mean. Well, I'm sure you've seen the dorm area. What haven't you seen? What were you interested to uncover?
Well, they were talking about inside the dorms, I'm guessing, because we've already walked around the entire thing.
Oh, the inside?
But I have no clue, so I have no reason why I would even...
Well, if you wish to look inside a dorm... Actually, you know what? I could give you a tour of Terra. I have no issue. I was actually supposed to check the locks today, a couple of minutes ago.
Oh.
Yeah.
But what if someone broke in a couple of minutes ago? You would never know.
Lumen?
It's been done before, but mostly in the middle of the night. It was nothing serious. If you don't mind, I just need a second. This is the bathroom. First thing in the building. This is the bathroom. So this is what the bathroom. Okay.
Team Lumen.
Don't worry, they showed me all of this. Doesn't it feel like a little lively in here? You know.
Yeah.
Do you see that open feeling?
I meant like a private moment
between the mountains, as it were.
Yeah.
Right there.
In the bathroom.
All right.
Okay.
Do you wish for the entire team? Some have headed off in their own direction.
Staying in there. I'm sorry.
Sure, no problem. Okay. All right, just had to wash my hands.
Hello.
Sarvira, I almost messed it up again. This is my second in command. Sarvira, she is our second in command. She's also our medical officer here. I'm giving.
It's good to meet you. I'm Lucia. All right.
I'm giving Lucia a tour of the interior of the dorm, just to save time for her sake.
Oh, shit.
So upstairs you have well, this is the kitchen and dining area, obviously. The oven.
Yep.
Nobody knows what this room is. Never ask. I think it's for laundry, actually.
Yeah, I would assume so, because there's ropes where you can put clothing pins. And,
Yeah.
you know.
This is where we have serious talks and drink hard liquor all the time, because we're gritty
all the time. Got
soldier
it.
folk.
Alcoholics.
Mm-hmm.
Understood.
Back here is the lower rooms. Every room is divided into two. I would show you mine, as this is Irene's. I won't violate the privacy, but
You guys have a dungeon as well?
Yes, we have a basement actually.
Oh, so everyone has a dungeon. So that wasn't weird that they took me to a dungeon.
That's
okay.
a way to phrase it. Yeah, go ahead and hop down there. And now I lock you in.
Okay, immediately like yours is better.
Yeah. This is our... Oh, wow.
They literally just used the storage.
Yeah. We,
very skilled crafters.
We have a map table in place for planning anything tactical that we might need to in case we are away from headquarters. We have a costume area and a fabric corner.
Oh, should I ask them why you have a costume area?
Oh, for disguises. Maybe designing armor or some kind of clothing that you could need in the field. Our old captain used camouflage once on one of our expeditions. It made us more difficult to see, so it did help. This is gunpowder. Be careful with fire around this area.
So why does it have a target on it?
It used to be used for whatever they were training with, but I think we just repurposed the barrel. I don't know who loaded this in there. I've been very careful with it. These are some spare weapons here in case you ever want to, shop for something without having to go to the crafting division. This is our little crafting area for modifying weapons or armor and other items, metalworking. This is our potion area. There's a chemistry set right here. It looks more advanced than that. I use it a lot to make these special little bombs in my pocket. They don't go off unless high impact hits them. This is more ingredients. I believe actually there's spices for that, because Tenebris's idea was that we would have scents on our disguises if we ever had to pull a certain one. And this is just a research area for some information we've collected on things.
Got it.
And that over there was the old captain's tent thing. He would
Old cabins? What happened?
It was his idea. He left the island. I don't know exactly why. I think things got really bad. We used to be really close to a full team, and then we ended up losing a couple members just because of home issues. But pretty soon we'll have more of a map of the island. Did they tell you about Lynn Vale?
About what?
Lynn Vale, the town.
No, they have not.
There's a town on the island. It's actually there's supposed to be a message board over there of code, but I wouldn't show that to you unless it was there. So,
I mean, I don't know why you would mention it if you're not supposed to.
Yeah,
be
it's
showing
not
me
there
it.
yet. It is there though. It's there, but it's not. Cryptic messages.
Yeah, I get you. Don't worry, I get you.
Our what's her name? Lynn Vale was a town to the, I believe it's the northwest of here. It's about a day and a half away. Hi, Irene. This is...
Hi, Irene.
I'm so sorry.
Lucia Auric.
Lucia.
Nice to meet you, Ivian.
Showing Lucia.
Good to meet you, Ivian.
The interior of the dorms. Lucia. The unsorted. I have to guide around the inside of the dorms. Lucia, this is the kitchen. I already showed it to you. We're going upstairs. I'm going upstairs. These are the stairs, Lucia. Do not fall down the stairs. You will hurt yourself. We do have a medical ward.
Oh yes, I will jump off the rails on the top floor.
That's not a great idea. This is Savira's room, so I should show you the other one.
Okay.
This is mine and Solus's room. You can go into my part. I don't think that would be violating privacy. But you get your own half of a corner here. It's a bit...
Well, this is, a lot nicer than the warehouse.
Yeah, and it's like the upgrade once you pick a team. But you can customize other things in here. Most of the things I have around here are like, would you like some candy?
I'm good.
Okay.
No offense.
No problem. I have a whole jar to myself, and I'm very proud of it. Okay, sorry about that. Lynn Vale is a town to the northwest of this castle. The island, the barrier around us, didn't go off the first time we found out about it because we were conveniently outside the place. But there were some scouts, or I should say pilgrims, on their way to this school. They had been using it as a weapons depot and supply area of sorts for the town, and we investigated the town to see the bad situation they were in. It was very lively, surprisingly, but the reason you probably didn't see it on your way in is because the route they've been taking with the ship is not very visible of the town. And actually, coming up next is our mission that we need to discuss about said town.
Tal, where is your location right now?
Is that the one with the necromancer?
Yes. Very bad business.
Got it.
Hey, Jackson.
Yeah. What's up?
I got told by one of the professors.
Yeah?
The scary one.
Oh.
That they don't think I belong in Terra or Umbra. They said I'm not rugged. And I'm not stupid.
Which... That's interesting. Well...
They said that I would fit in Lumen. But I heard that it's nobility.
A professor?
And I don't...
What was her name?
Professor Sky.
Oh. Interesting. Well,
She said I would fit in Lumen.
She is...
Though it's all nobilities, I don't know if I would really fit there. I'm poor.
Well, from what I understand of the implications of this unit and most military units is whatever team you go on, they'll have to work with you and make sure that you're all symbiotic. I mean, did what do you feel?
I don't know. Terra's been the nicest.
Yeah.
And feels like a home. Umbra's okay. Not had a lot of time with them. Though they seem to have their hands full with Nell and... I don't remember the other one.
Yeah. The I mean, as far as I know, it's Lucy for short, and that's what I've been just kind of going to.
Lucy.
Yeah, to save time.
I just
might be Lucy.
would like to meet all of the places, all the houses.
Yeah.
Figure out.
Which,
but I don't know if all of them are
whichever one you pick,
in specific areas.
is going to be a home of sorts. I mean, honestly, we have to get by.
The team captain's picked.
It's a big survival thing. In our squad, we like to make it a more unanimous decision, so we will probably discuss it. But yeah, no. If you also, I believe, if you have one that you prefer, you are free to approach the captain of either team and just tell them anytime. But you have a couple days before the ceremony starts, and tomorrow you'll have a downtime day, a free day to explore. Oh, Zuku. Yes.
I assume you're coming to the warehouse.
Yeah, I was walking with
Okay.
Morgan back there as well.
Warehouse. What's with the warehouse?
So because you're unsorted right now, you would be sleeping inside of the warehouse.
Of course.
Yeah.
It seems comfortable.
Right. It sounded like
Oh, are you?
Broodmother
I see.
and is hive
What?
of
Yeah, I don't know what's happening. But anyway, I'd love to talk to you more about it.
I'm gonna go find the farm.
It was nice to meet you. Welcome to Rosewood, by the way. I'm sorry I didn't get those pleasantries.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
Pleasure.
Yeah.
Enough cold is administered to a dreadworm, it will slow down in functions, giving you plenty of time to place a precise blade or arrow or bullet, I believe guns are things now that people use, as Val has described to me, right between the cracks in the armor. Or scales.
In case
that's the basis of it.
Being overly, how do I say this?
Frightened,
emotional,
wary
about it.
Mm-hmm.
It is because those three graves up there were caused by a dreadworm.
Oh.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay.
Sorry for your losses.
Don't worry about it. It's okay. We've been through this.
It's a tragedy.
Well, we still mourn them, but what happened happened. All we can do is just remember them.
Yeah.
Apologies
prevent
to you
in
the future.
It's okay.
I think a significant piece of that information is that one dreadworm took out 3 of some of the strongest here.
1 fully grown dreadworms.
That's true.
And the students, while they were all strong, they didn't know what they were dealing with. They had no prior training in fighting such a beast. And they engaged without really thinking.
And let's just face it, Rosewood was not properly funded when it first started. We did not have the proper care, the personnel,
I
the
wouldn't say it's still
resources.
funded now.
We're a little bit better off, but we were literally bare bones back then. So once things had struck, we weren't able to properly assess the damages, I guess you would put it.
Of course, one thing that has to be said is that is partially the students' fault for engaging with the beast that they didn't know about.
Mm-hmm.
But, of course, I understand seeing something, being told that that is likely what they were looking for, they automatically understood engage. One of my teammates actually almost died as well from that. The little one, Lyra. It was her second day here, so imagine how that felt.
Not good, I bet.
Yeah. I'm glad she's all spunky and all over the place now. Makes me feel better.
Well, Zuko, enough
So,
sob stories. Let's talk about how we're going to actually deal with this problem, shall we?
Yeah,
Well,
and
whenever
where's
it's here.
Aqua?
I would like... Yeah, they were still talking. Seems like there was a lot of inner conflict happening with opinions, it seems. I tried not to overhear too much, but from what I've heard, it seems like they do plan to get rid of the necromancer. Of course, I'll ask Ural for the details.
My team has voted similar. They think that she is a threat. And even if she was not directly harming people, now she could gain the power to do so. And it would just be a constant match between the mayor of the town and the necromancer in the woods, should either of them, or both of them remain, specifically.
My
How I
team
believe
to...
you said, sorry. Apologies.
I was
Go
going
ahead.
to say, just to put over my team's discussion bluntly, I'll explain in more detail once everyone's here. My team came to the conclusion that whilst we despise necromancy and, of course, the necromancer present and believe it is a problem to be dealt with, such ordeals should be postponed with a focus on our primary mission, that being the dreadworms. Sure, you can knock out 2 birds with 1 stone, but As a team ourselves, we're not fully conditioned or practiced in handling magic users alone, and, additionally, why try to do both at once when we've openly had the professor state they'll deal with the problem if we do not feel we're ready? If you all could argue otherwise, then I'm happy to hear, but it should be a moment
I have
of
a good
tactics, not
idea,
emotion.
but I'd like to wait for Ural to come in. Tal,
Right.
I'm assuming you couldn't speak about it too much with your team today, but I assume you guys have a pretty clear idea in mind.
I wasn't able to much today. Were of the mindset that we wanted to mull over what potential uses the necromancer alive could posit for Rosewood, and, well, while there's many hypotheticals, there's not very many concrete ones that we can think of. I am unsure of whether or not the rest of the team feels strongly one way or another. I'm pretty sure that we all are of the mindset right now that, depending on what the plan goes on to be,
head into the domes
capturing
now.
and detaining the necromancer at the very minimum might be at least an option. If not,
The warehouse.
gaining some kind of rapport with her. At the end of the day, though, we understand all the risks that are involved, and I don't think any of us would put it past if we had to slay the necromancer, though.
Right.
When it comes to Ignis, we also think that while the necromancer is definitely a threat and someone that obviously should not be trusted, they are still not the main priority, and they are not the cause of the harm in the town.
Okay.
Now, Ural,
I
real quick,
apologize for the
before
delay.
I actually... No problem. Before I actually state my plan, Ural, what was Aqua's opinions on the matter?
Well, my main concern was knowing that I could rely on them if we do choose to fight, which is what I thought originally the plan was. That they wouldn't waver, and I don't feel I can take them in knowing that we're going to just attack.
So, here is a plan that came to mind thanks to one of my teammates. Oriana suggested something really useful. Something we could do is drug the necromancer with a sleep potion. Now, the way we're going to administer this sleep potion can go in various ways. It could be shot through a dart or an arrow, but if it doesn't work immediately, that could anger her and start attacking us. Or something that she suggested that I believe could work was baked goods. Now, that would mean that someone would have to go up to her, and last time I asked Tal to sneakily try and go up to her, and I've already apologized for that. But in this case, I am going to be the one that steps up. And together with a group of what I would say at least not as many as 4 to 5, if we include the professor, should go up to her, give her the baked goods, and then walk away. Make sure we do not stay there with her, as that may cause her to try and make us eat with her. And, well,
she could grow
we'll know that
suspicious
wouldn't
as
go well.
if she's not trusting.
Exactly. Which is why I wanted to bring Yuki along to the mission. Seeing a familiar face might make the necromancer feel more trusting.
Smart.
Now, from something that I am aware of, I know that Yuki does not want us to kill the necromancer. And as much as I want to agree, I sadly cannot. I don't think she should stay alive.
Solus had suggested an idea of
She's committed.
imprisoning her.
Yes. Yes, but what are we gonna do with her then? After we talk to her, after she tells us everything she knows, then what? She just stays there?
The council will just offer her anyways. I saw how he talked about necromancers.
Right. Now, Yuki, I know how you feel. I also wouldn't want to resolve that. But I think that this is the safest scenario for us. Now, if you don't want to kill him,
this potion really hurts my hand.
then we will make sure that we're going to let the professors handle it if everything goes well.
I can
with
barely
the plan.
focus because I'm just
Of course,
thinking
when
this whole
we are
time, I
going
need
to
plant this goddamn
provide
thing
the
into
baked
ignis
goods, I
dawn.
would like for all of the other teams to be on standby and ready to strike in case things go south.
Sure.
We
I have a
also
question.
are planning on. Yes.
Does anyone here know how to free someone's soul that's been bound through necromancy?
As far as what I've been told from various professors, there is no way to do that.
And this
No matter what.
person's already done so, right?
Seemingly multiple times to the point where she was chased out of Avira.
If she's that skilled, we don't know how to do it, but maybe she does.
That is a point that I'm going to bring up to the professors.
Yeah, well, yeah, what I'm getting at is... And you didn't ask earlier about what Umbra decided. But what we came to a consensus on was... If we can't capture her and learn anything useful, then we should kill her, because she's just going to keep doing this. That said...
Of course.
Yeah, that's it.
Alright.
If there's a way to capture her and learn how to undo these things, we should. And maybe she can stay alive if she promises not to do any necromancy that binds souls, but other than that...
Necromancy is the pure art of binding souls, so I don't think that would work.
Well, there you go.
Cool.
So,
Besides,
overall...
I think...
Sorry.
Just to say at the behest of our professors, I'm unsure if they'd even allow for such a thing, unfortunately. Now, I can see your point, ruthlessly interrogating a necromancer to try and get them to undo whatever they've caused might provide a solution. However, to even convince our professors of such a thing, well, you'd have to get past Councillor Malik and his complete and utter detestation for necromancers, who he refers to as monsters, and, of course, our religious fanatic of a Professor Octavian, who wanted to burn the entire village down. Now,
oh boy.
if we believe we can convince professors to back us up on... Of course. Now, if you believe there's some merit to convincing our professors of otherwise, then I'm all ears. But they probably know more than we do regarding...
Speak of the devil.
The occult.
Well, I'm going to talk to them anyway about it. So sure.
Oh, certainly.
We'll make sure to bring it up.
Good idea.
We'll make sure to bring it up to them.
Would you mind if I came with you? I'd be quite interested in learning the outcome.
Sure.
They might want the space
Right.
for this unsorted to sleep or something. There's a crowd out there.
Yeah.
Other than that, I don't have any objections to any plan that you have, Suku.
Sure. Sounds like we're killing a necromancer.
Alright. Well, if you
I'll talk
guys
to-
don't feel like we're ready to kill the necromancer, then we are going to ask the professors to deal with her. But we should still go with the current plan that we have decided on. And please, Professor Malik, if you'd like to hear a quick debrief of what this plan is.
course.
Currently, we're thinking that, based on everyone's opinion, while the necromancer is a very big threat, she's still not what we should be focusing on. But instead of trying to peacefully talk with her and go past her, we should try to drug her with some kind of sleep potion. Maybe with some baked goods that we can hand to her. Of course, the people that will go and hand it to her will be me and anyone else who wants to join, plus a professor who Neller has already stepped up to want to be one of the ones. Now, when it comes to anyone else, we'll check, but I would not like a team of more of 5 people, including professors.
I see.
Now, after giving the baked goods, or whatever we're going to do, to the necromancer, we're going to step away, as she may try to make us eat it as well and get aggressive in case we refuse. Of course, throughout this entire talk that we're going to have with her, the other teams will be on the ready in case something goes south. If we manage to retreat safely, then we're going to go back to the village and wait, hoping for the necromancer to fall asleep. After she does, we're going to go right by and straight to the cave.
I see.
We'd also like to talk about the potential of capturing her. I don't think that we should try and ask her for any of her... there's no point in trying to ask her about necromancy, but if there's a way to undo the binding of souls, if she has any possible way of having that knowledge.
There is not.
Are you sure, with all due respect, sir?
People have been trying to figure out how to do that for centuries. Mage is more powerful than I, more powerful than any man or woman on this island. The primes themselves cannot undo a bound soul. I doubt some necromancer would figure out how to undo her own. I think perhaps that I have asked too much of you when it comes with the next step. So,
one thing that
capturing her then, to what end?
Well, sir, if there's no potential for retrieval of souls or undoing of binding of the soul, then it's Umbra's stance that we should kill her instead.
I'd like to interject with a counter-argument, if possible. Is it not common, well, at least within stories, for witches to have covens? Perhaps this necromancer has information of other occult users of her kind who might be hiding nearby, providing, well, not on our island, but perhaps the other continents, providing useful bargaining chips for us to use in negotiations with foreign countries.
Ransoming.
Or at least some form of information. It's all valuable, right?
If we can trust the words that come out of her mouth, perhaps.
With enough interrogation, surely. Screaming or cackling, she'll give information.
There's no truth serum potions.
So, you are hesitant on killing her quickly, but are alright with torture?
Oh, no, I'm... to be completely frank, I am fine with killing her quickly myself, and I am fine with torture of such an individual, especially a necromancer, from your description. However, those present here may not be. I was merely just stating my opinion, since I believe it is valid.
If I may, sir. My idea is, I believe that after we deal with the dreadworms, we are going to check if we are feeling like we are able to take on the necromancer. If not, we're going to leave it to the professor's hands. And if you guys want to torture her for information or do any other kind of thing, completely up to you. If we decide that we are ready, then we are just going to straight up kill.
So, before I go more specifically into this plan, I would like to ask some of the other captains. Jackson, what are your thoughts?
From the information we collected and the debrief, that I took as many notes as I could for, the consensus of the meeting with the necromancer, I think, Yuki was involved, with that, was that she was very polite, seemed a little bit lost and lonely. The mayor of the town is quite aggressive about getting her, well, murdered by an angry mob or by us, and dealing with a problem, even though they had no grounds for seeing it that way, stirring up trouble. And then it also came to light that the mayor himself seemed a bit corrupted. He had struck a bargain with the necromancer, I believe, to provide her bodies, while something about crops.
Mr. Jackson, I have read the report.
Yes.
In fact, I wrote the report. I am asking what your feelings are on the necromancer.
I think if...
And this plan specifically.
I think if we don't have any other choice, then I suppose we would have to eliminate the threat.
Talani, your thoughts and opinions?
Well, Chancellor, let's face it. The thoughts that we are going through, I believe, most consensus-wise, is in trying to evaluate what will be the best for us here. What will allow us to garner the best situation for us.
I keep forgetting to say, specifically after the bigger threat is dealt with, as this one seems more socialized around Lynn Vale. So these dreadworms are an invasive and terrifying species, and they cause harm for everyone here. Sorry, Tao, I had not said that out loud for the last 10 minutes.
And so, I think that for the most part, we, in our thinking, our hypotheticals about the witch, the necromancer, the whatever you want to call her, we want to have hope that potentially there is something more to be gained than just the quick and simple solution, something even more to give us a little bit of an edge. I think that's where a little bit of this comes from. I think, objectively, though, I am of the opinion that there will be times where we will have to simply smudge away something on the page. I think that sometimes we are not in a position where the ratio is in our favor, I suppose you would say. I think that whilst it would be nice if we did capture the necromancer and either through duress or through willingness to absolve herself, we were able to gain something from her presence in the area, I do not think that we feasibly can do that with enough certainty that I think it's a good idea. It's not so much a humanity thing, as I do not wish to take lives if it can be avoided. This is merely me in my thought process of what is in front of me right now. What's tangible.
I see.
Sir, personally, I myself, I have no problem with killing the necromancer, sir. But I will say that I cannot lead my team on a mission that would be intended solely as a kill mission, as I know there are doubts and concerns amongst some of the team members, and that could in turn lead to hesitation and
Sir, if I may,
Sounds
I would
to
also like to
me-
hear Yuki's opinions.
Actually, yes. Young Yuki, you spoke to this witch.
Yes, Professor. I think... Yes, she might be a threat. That is true. But I think there's more to the story than we realize. Why would the mayor give her the bodies? Maybe she wasn't a necromancer all the time. She had something she didn't like. Harpies, in a way. Maybe the mayor has something to do with her going to necromancy. She was given the bodies. And
I'm sorry to interrupt
I
you,
think we
Yuki. But as far as I've been told by Mr. Arcteris, it seems like she had been practicing necromancy for quite a while, and it would explain why she's able to control so many undead at once. In fact, as I said, from what I've been told, she was chased out of Favira.
I see.
I apologize.
Up here.
Now, dude, when it comes to this plan of yours, it sounds to me that you are willingly putting yourself between two large threats. You are assuming that poisoning the switch to make her go to sleep will work, which it may, but without somebody to babysit her or arrest her, then I have my doubts. And you will have a very, very angry woman at your back. And even then, you still might have a small legion of undead to deal with while you are inside her hut. You can see why I would be a little worried about the students willing to put themselves so deep in harm's way.
I understand it, sir. And I feel like there's only two possible options to solve this without killing the witch first. One would be, well, a little, I guess, silly, but make enough potion for us to be sure that she'll be asleep for a very long time. Or, and this is the more dangerous one, try to have professors perform, or, well, I'm not sure what the name is, but break her mana gate. However, that would leave us without two professors able to cast spells.
Shattering someone's mana gate is no small feat. And
it's definitely easier when someone's asleep, though.
It is. Though I doubt they would
If I can
stay asleep for
interject.
long.
Yeah, all of this hinges on the fact that she decides to trust a bunch of random students who come to her with bread baskets. I'm sure it's not her first, walk in the park. If it fails, then, or if she has any idea about alchemy and tests it, then it's going to put everyone at risk while they're fighting the worms.
Yeah.
Now, if we were to poison her instead and just deal with her quickly with the same plan, not put her to sleep, just, well, put her in a grave, wouldn't that be better?
That does.
That still has the same risks, though.
Of course.
If she doesn't take
I
the
did
bait.
mention.
Maybe.
Remember, I did mention baked goods, but I also mentioned possibility of a dart being shot from afar. And while it may take a bit for whatever we're going to be using to take effect, if we poison her and she falls, her undead will fall with her.
Do we even know if poison affects her?
That is not how
That's not how that works.
It is not how undead will work.
Would they be able to?
If she
Would
dies,
they know
they
to
will
come
go
after
a
us?
little wild. Oh, not only after you. They're probably any living thing they can get their hands on.
Oh, good. Rabid dogs are easier to put down, right? Isn't that the point?
Rabbit dogs.
So it looks like there's only two choices.
Yes, but not where they're as strong as three people.
This realistically only leaves us with two choices. Either we leave her alone completely, or we take her out completely and her are undead. That's really the only two realistic options.
This is a crazy.
They really are set on having tea with this woman, giving her cupcakes and muffins in the hope to
I had a crazy
poison
idea.
her to sleep so we can shatter her mana gate, or poison her to death.
Would there be a way to
At the
direct
end of the day,
said crazy undead into the nest of worms and have them battle it out?
yes, run away from them into the cave and be pincered. But that's probably not the we really want.
Yeah. Okay.
The big
Plan
thing at
whatever,
hand
plan
here
zero.
is.
Let me speak, please.
Sorry.
At the end of the day, whether you want to have tea with this woman or attack her with all your might in the front or assault, or ambush her, or if you was to abstain from this part of the mission, it is up to you.
May I know which are the professors that are most likely to come with us, sir?
Mr. Neller will definitely be going with you.
My neck hurts so bad.
Octavian would potentially be going with you. And I believe Miss Bellicosa will also be on the mission.
I see.
I believe that Karis might be wanting to go. But
Would
conversation I'll have with him. We can't leave.
Would leaving someone such as Mr. Pessimus with the necromancer when she's asleep, do you think that would be too dangerous or cruel? As far as I'm aware, he's fought way worse.
I think if you left Mr. Decimus alone in a room with an unconscious necromancer, I don't think even my orders would stop him. And I would.
That's okay. That's okay. As long as we have a way to go past her without fighting her, then I'm okay with it. That is the main point of this plan.
That's not going to work, though, because if she dies, then her undead go crazy.
But the
Actually, I had an
professor
idea, but it's kind of underhanded.
What's your idea?
What is it?
Maybe there's a way to convince her to fight alongside us against the worms, and then weaken her own forces as well as... Well, if we weaken her, then we can have an easier time dispatching her forces, if you know what I mean. Divide and conquer, I guess? I don't know.
So you're looking to potentially weaponize a necromancer. Have her fight alongside you, trusting that in your darkest moments she will not see...
I don't know. Dad knows more about it than I do.
Young, fit bodies.
Shit. Where's Dad?
Or even, God's forbid,
I think it's just gonna be... I don't know.
dreadworms.
Yeah, I could
Fair.
try.
I didn't think about the dreadworms getting brought back. I don't know how long it takes to turn a body.
Besides, what would the villagers think if
Depends
they
on the
happen
skill
to
of the
catch
necromancer.
one of the students conspiring with the necromancer? Isn't the entire point of this operation to form relations with Lynn Vale? So to interact with this necromancer would be counterproductive to that. Capturing them, sure. Torturing them, great. But to treat them as an ally, even temporarily, presents a risk, does it not? To our
Sure.
status.
We don't have enough information on how many undead she might have. That is the thing that's confusing me. How do you know that that's all she has?
I didn't see any more. And there were 6 bodies, and she'd said that she didn't hurt anybody.
If there is only 6 bodies and 1 necromancer,
Seems easy enough.
we have more of a chance of fighting, but again, we're dealing with a necromancer. Fighting her seems like a big... I'll just go out and say it. It seems pretty scary.
Oh, it's very scary. It is probably the scariest thing you've ever fought so far. Scariest thing.
Which is why I would like the professors to take care of
Damn
it.
it.
However,
to fight the rest beasts,
we need
will
to
you ask
pass
the
through her
professors to
first.
fight them as well.
No, sir.
When you face against a beast 10 times your height, spewing fire and darkness, would you hide behind the professor?
I think I'm gonna have to skip like all this or just let it go.
No, sir.
I don't really have a choice.
Why does this woman really scare you?
Because I know that she can hurt my friends and probably destroy their soul. The only problem that I have with killing her right away is that she's not the main threat to the village. In fact, if we really want to talk about main threats to the village, it seems that that is the mayor.
Can I say something again? As the Chancellor said, dead deathworms would be great fodder for an undead army. And I don't know if any of you have ever experienced a necromancer firsthand, but I have. One that had a lot of manpower.
A lot of oomph.
And I think we'll be dealing with a lot bigger problem if we don't take care of it now, rather than soon, well, later.
I need a canteen on this model.
Question. In case we are badly wounded or not in a good enough shape after defeating the necromancer, do you guys think it'd be better for us to just retreat to the village and fix ourselves up and then go straight back to the cave? Or come back here, fix ourselves up for a few days, and then go back to the cave?
It depends on the severity of our wounds. Should we, of course, be in inoperable state, then it makes sense that we cannot deal with a dreadworm infestation within a cave. But should we be within fighting state, then there's nothing to say we can't handle it. I'm sure a short recuperation in the village, alongside some bountiful refreshments, I don't know, would be very appreciated. But if it's too much, we just retreat. There's nothing wrong with running away with your tail between your legs if you're going to come back another day and crush the foe beneath you. Especially if it will save someone's life.
Professor, how long do dreadworms usually take to grow?
So that is the interesting question. Because according to the intel we got, as well as the research that Bombadil and the previous doctor have put forth, dreadworms usually reproduce relatively quickly.
I suppose.
Few years, short years.
But
it also appears that this hive has been there for over a decade and a half at least. which means that it is not a healthy hive. Because once a healthy hive is a hive that literally eats itself. I doubt that there will be many adult drones.
But that still doesn't exclude that there may be a few adults.
Oh, there are no doubt going to be a few. Especially considering it appears as if you fought and captured one before.
Yes, 3 casualties.
3 casualties. But going into this, you will be much better prepared. You have knowledge now that you didn't have then. You know your enemy. And once you fully know your enemy, they are far easier to destroy.
Chancellor, if I may, regarding the Dreadworm situation. Of course, since they are all infants, and as you've described, the hive has been, stagnant for a decade, it hasn't progressed as a normal hive would. If it is entirely possible, of course, without risk, would it not present an advantage to potentially capture one of these infant dreadworms and study it? Find out the cause, perhaps. Could be useful for further dealings with such creatures.
Maybe even to have some poison that can be helpful.
Yes, if it is something that the expedition thinks they can do safely in the moment, yes, absolutely. But I wouldn't go out of your way to do it. Extermination is far more important. Let's call that a secondary objective.
Understood.
There's a question in the first place what those things are doing so far from the Rosa. Perhaps somebody else was studying them.
Then we will go with the plan of killing the necromancer and then regrouping and see how we feel.
Shall we take a vote on it then? The team's present.
Yes, Yuki.
Wouldn't it be easier than if we don't want to fight too much? To actually do what we intended to do. Give her the bags. I can go. I have seen her. She may trust me. And we give her the bags. She will pass out. And we go in and kill the zombies or the undead. It would be easier that way, I think.
I will leave the specifics up to a team captain.
If the necromancer does trust Yuki, then I am still willing to go through my plan. But of course, as I've said, only 4 to 5 people max, with 1 professor, which Neller seems to have stepped up for. In case anything goes south, the professor is going to be helping us escape in case we are not able. And everyone will go in formations and get ready to kill. Is that okay for you, Yuki?
Yeah, it is.
This is the path you truly will take.
Are we done? Please tell me we're done. I'm so fucking tired. And I want to put this potion in the goddamn dorm.
Alright then. In the next couple of days,
Shall
I would like a finalized plan with the mission on my desk. That understood?
Yes, sir.
Aye, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Chancellor.
Alright. And I hope you all enjoy the rest of your evening. I will leave you to your conversation, if you still wish to get going.
Sir, if there were to be a way for you to contact all of the students to head to the mess hall, that'd be great. We are going to talk to everyone about what our plans are.
We will leave that for
Ooh.
an announcement. I do not think we should rouse everybody this late at night. We still have several days.
Okay.
Worst case scenario, you get your plan to me, and then I will distribute it tomorrow amongst the students. But I do not think an open forum discussion amongst all the students this late at night would be something that is useful to anybody. Especially when there is no finalized plan as of yet.
Indeed.
Yes, sir.
Well, have a good night, everybody.
Good night, Chancellor.
Hi, Chancellor.
Good night.
Right. So, should we have a vote between all present on the decisions we've come to make sure we're all in agreement?
Sure.
Sure.
All right. So from my understanding, starting from the beginning, with the witch, necromancer, we are to
Which
dispatch
necromancer?
of the
Fine.
necromancer. Yes? No? Raise hands for yes. Keep it lowered for no. 3, 2, 1.
Could you
Do you
repeat
mean
that,
in
Tel?
general, or?
I didn't hear the second part.
We are to dispatch of the necromancer.
okay.
Yes, in general.
So just
Not the method in which we do it. Right. Okay. You please, if you wish, state your piece.
No, you guys, I shouldn't raise my hand. It's your guys' thing.
As you wish. Right. Second, all in favor of the plan to use drugs to either put the necromancer to sleep, or to outright kill them. Raise your hands for yes, lower for no. 3, 2, 1. It poses risks. I understand that as well, but if it does work, we come out the better for it. That is my belief.
Unanimous. Okay.
Agreed.
All right.
And as long with the contingency that there will be a backup plan to get the students out.
Of course.
If it doesn't work.
That's something we can discuss. Well, finally, after we've dealt with this witch, we are to deal with the dreadworms. What state do we find ourselves most fitting to deal with them? Are we talking lightly wounded, moderately out of our depth, or are we really going to go against all odds and go for it regardless to finish it in one go? I think the answer's clear, but it might be worth some discussion as it's not really been brought up.
Of course. It's... based on what I know, based on what I've seen, I don't think we should go there with at least... if we are moderately wounded, then there's no way I'm letting anyone in that cave.
I'm inclined to agree.
Agreed.
We should be throwing ourselves farther when we're against rift beasts, when the fate of of the entire institution relies on it.
Yeah.
These are worms that if we can at least chop in half, well, from the reports, they obviously aren't reproducing at a insanely high rate. They have some kind of biological thing that's messing with them.
Poison land.
Right.
Okay.
We either seek to get everyone back alive, or we shouldn't go forward with it until we regroup.
No, we don't leave it to chance.
Yeah.
All right, is that everything?
Seems like it.
One more
Guess so.
Zuko.
Yes.
Is what's on your mind right now, regardless of emotion, important for our current discussion?
No.
As
If anything,
team
it's
leaders.
going to
All
drive
right.
me to slaughter those things with no regret.
All right. Well, good to hear. Just keep your emotions in check before they play you for a fool. Right. We're done then, I suppose.
All right.
Okay.
Meeting adjourned, I guess.
Great. It's
I'll see you all around.
See you all around.
It seems so.
Oh, as a quick mention, it might be worth us looking into formations with our teams if we haven't already. I've been discussing with Lumen. Perhaps we can come to some joint
Team
formations in the
captains
end.
can talk
in a few
together
days.
in downtimes as well.
Yeah.
Of course, that's a good point. I think that's a good point.
Good
Yes.
idea.
All right then.
All right.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Cal, you weren't here when that happened.
No, I wasn't. I heard about it on my first day, though.
Jackson, I'm assuming you weren't as well. You came in.
I
with
helped
the
carry
second
Lyra
wave,
back
right?
in.
Helped. I don't know how many of you were talking with Hugo at the time. There's one thing that I know will not make me waver. And of course, I'll make sure to keep my emotion in check. You see, Hugo had lost his arms and had replaced them with Aethertech arms. But of course, he couldn't feel anything. And yet, in his deathbed, he's reached his hand up to my... grabbed it. I will make sure, no matter what, that I never get to witness that again.
Well, Zuko, I'm sure you'll be able to hold your promise.
Okay.
I'll be heading back to the store now. Good night.
I think I'll follow you.
Good night.
Your meeting is completed. Please come with me.
It's okay.
Is there a party at Lumendorm?
Seems like it.
That's what it sounded like. Do you think you'll head there?
Jackson, do you want to come in real quick?
Sure, yeah. No problem. You know, I remember...
I'm just gonna say it right now to you specifically.
Okay.
I apologize.
Sure, what's going on?
For what you're about to see.
What? I take it that's the
frustration of not being there. Do you know why I wasn't there, Jackson?
Were you at the school?
Do you know why I was at school?
No.
Do you know what Neller said when he came back? How he referred to me as? The cross-dresser. Do you know why that is?
Is it because you... because you got confused and put on female clothing?
Yes.
Yeah,
and that's why I wasn't at the mission. He thought something was wrong with me. That I might have felt sick from my time with the worms. Not the worms, sorry, the rats.
The rats. Oh yeah, the whole thing, fiasco.
Two times Hugo was put in danger. One with me there, and one when I was there. Now sadly, and I don't mean this to sound rude, but I wasn't near Akiko or Son.
Me neither.
We had barely talked. But I know that I was very close to him. Have I ever shown you the backlash of the first rat mission?
I don't believe so.
That day, I almost died. But I was lucky.
That's a word for it. I feel...
Hugo, however,
yeah,
was not.
No, I remember. You know, the most
And that
disappointing thing
image
about it to me was that we went through all that trouble to stop those things, and the very next thing that happened, you know, with miraculously almost no casualties. Zuku, you're not the only one responsible for what happened out there. Everybody that walked onto this island...
I don't consider myself responsible. I just wish I could have been there. Maybe take some of the damage, split it up, so that it wouldn't be as bad.
Well, you could have died in his place. Or Lyra. Or Lafron. They still can die. And you know that. You're very aware of that. Don't let go of that fear, because that's going to make these plans work. It's going to get them home. I know. I do know.
Sometimes, at night, when I sleep, I still see that image of Hugo reaching out for my hand. I thought I was past it. I was wrong.
I don't think you ever get past it.
It's going to definitely help me. It's going to fuel me. I know. I just wanted to say this because that you ended up on Terra, and well, look at you now, team captain.
Well, you know, I was really itching to have a fight when we went out there to expedite everything. I remember very vividly, almost hoping, and I felt really guilty afterward. I was angry at myself for wanting to have a
Do you know who's the
situation.
person that blames themselves the most for what happened that day?
Are you going to say you?
No. It's Bertosh. He's always smiling, he's always trying to make jokes, he's always trying to make people laugh. That is because that he feels like that is his way to tone, or they not necessarily tone, that's not the right term. To be better. As far as I'm aware, I think I've been told that he said something along the lines of, "We can do it." And people took it as a, "Let's go and attack." That's where Sun and Lyra were.
I know.
And I'm so glad that Lyra's there.
She is one of the luckiest, not even Viking, but people I've ever seen walk this planet the way she does. She is small even for a Viking, and she took venom that was able to kill 3 people and walked through that.
I'm glad she's here with us.
Me too. I thought that she was going to die eating soap within the first week here, when I met her. Because it smelled good.
You know, surprisingly, Neller thinks that we are a pretty good team. Ignis, that is. Which is something that I didn't expect to hear. I was pretty flattered, I'm not gonna lie. A little shocked too. And while I understand his point of view, I still feel like I'm not good enough. Of course, I'm doing my best. There's still that constant fear of messing up, shouting the wrong command. That's gonna end up someone killed.
Well, you're you're definitely going to mess up. Everyone will, but you just have to hope that you do it when you're training more than in the field. Do you trust your team?
I do. The problem is that I don't trust Cell.
Do they trust you?
As far as I'm aware, yes. I know LaFront trusts me. I know Lyra trusts me. Hell, I believe Murtish also trusts me. However, Oriana and Caleb, well, I can't say for sure yet. I've only been with them for what, 2 weeks?
Hmm. No, I understand. Soulless is... Yeah, it's easy to grow on people when you spend all day around them every day. Well, if you all trust each other, then you have that strength, and you don't need to worry more than necessary. Captain.
Yep.
Oh, I was gonna help you.
Sorry.
It's okay. You got this, okay? Just trust your heart, trust your head. Reread as much as you can, even if you lose sleep over it. You'll get out of there.
I'll go put the sword in place. Wouldn't want anyone to trip on it.
Okay.
From one discussion of one team member, or from the team captain and the team as a whole?
Everybody's having wine and cheese right now. There are quite a few members in there. If you wish to join them.
Sorry to intrude.
You have a team member. Quite hectic, yeah. Doesn't feel very. I'm terribly sorry. I didn't think this would happen.
Ooh.
Wash together. That's
Oh,
how
wow,
it
there's more
works.
than
Come on.
Professor?
All the Jackson,
I'm very
just the person I've been looking for.
I've cut so much cheese. How is it all
Yes,
going?
sir.
If there isn't plans in 2 days,
We won't talk about that.
you'd better be ready.
Plans, sir?
Yes. There aren't any lessons,
Lecture me, you mouse.
and we're not anywhere we have to be.
Wait,
I'm unsure exactly if we're going on mission 2 days from now.
Oh, yes, sir. Of course.
You had best prepare yourself,
With him, no,
Yes,
not
sir.
yet. I will.
because I have a bit of a punishment I have to give you.
Yelling at me about drinking wine, she's stealing
Punishment?
cheese.
Sir?
Yes. Because as captain, you led and you into the fog. Just the two of you. You do not have your weapons out.
I'm doing great. I'm in.
This was a great oversight as a captain, especially considering how much we had talked about it being a threat.
Here, allow me, because apparently I had to learn how to
I
do
believe
this.
I had my weapons out.
Alright.
When I turned around to look at the both of you, neither of you had weapons drawn.
Twist it so nothing falls
Yes,
out.
yes, yes.
Alright, great. You all have a full glass
How
of
is he
wine.
good at this?
It's not going to be a crazy punishment,
Because
but be
you
ready.
learned it?
You are
I
captain.
was just told
You have to
this,
consider
taught this, taught
these
this,
things.
taught this.
Oh, I see.
You learned very quickly.
Thank you.
Just down
However, not tonight. Apparently we're having a wine and cheese foray, so enjoy yourself for now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You will deal with your punishment later.
Yes, sir.
Captain can't be leading people into dangerous places by
You have
themselves.
to look at it in the light, and then you have to smell it, and then you have to sip it.
I would do if there was any cheese.
Also, the bold choice, but you may want to make sure your pins are on your collar, not attached to your throat.
Those are two crusts.
It's protecting the
of green.
arteries
It's
like
not even
armor.
the inside, it's the crust. We have 3 crusts left, and that's it.
Just give me all of them. Make me look like I'm busy.
I ate too much cheese.
Oh?
I ate almost all the cheese and now you're just eating the leftovers.
Great news, they have a
Thank
whole
you for
wheel
the
of Gouda.
leftovers of cheese. Oh, good.
Give me!
There's more.
Oh my god, give me!
Oh my
Oh,
I like
goodness.
Gouda!
put
Please
tea
give
on,
me
this should
the
be
whole
done in
wheel
a
of
few
Gouda!
Oh.
Hi.
Hello. Hello.
I like your hair. You have pretty eyes.
Oh?
Cool earring.
Thank you.
Hey, teensy bit of help. Would you mind helping me roll this back? The sleeves are very uncomfortable.
Yours.
I know it's padded and it shouldn't be possible. I promise you. I promise you.
Okay, sure.
Watch this shit. Just keep rolling it.
Oh my god.
Don't worry.
Okay.
My arms are normally this blue.
Oh.
Okay, next one.
Why are you doing this?
Just keep rolling.
Why
it
don't
up.
you just?
It's so much more comfortable. This is so worth every second we're gonna spend on this. Okay, now I'm gonna pop the buttons. Thank you. Whew. Shit.
Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah.
All right, have a nice afternoon.
What?
It's nice to get stuff off your chest.
I want to climb the tree.
Yeah, I guess so.
Whoa.
That's all, you know.
Yeah. So, you said, as long as you can get good at your areas of expertise, then you're happy, right?
Yeah. Pretty much.
Oh, hello.
Well...
Hey, Jackson.
I thought I would visit the
Hey.
top of the tree as many people come up here. Am I intruding? I could jump off.
No, we're just having a
Okay.
casual talk. Oh, please don't.
No.
Don't end up like Octavian.
I heard about that. That was interesting.
Yes, he wanted us to go collect his holy nuts. They got stolen by a squirrel. Very weird.
That is strange.
Very weird.
How's your day been, Jackson?
It was full of activity. So, my hand really hurts because I was in the stealth lesson, and for part of the day I was just standing there holding my hand tightly around the thing and pressing into my chest for an hour so that no one would find out that I had the thing to do the thing with. I hope I did finish the task at some point, but wow, Mote's just very wild tonight. Anyhow.
Oh, and then don't forget, you also got beaten up in
Oh,
that
yeah.
other class of
I forgot it.
potions.
So other than that,
And then you experienced paranoia.
other than that,
Oh, wait.
I was yeah. Yeah, I don't feel very good about that. I mean, I don't think I had a lot of control over
It's
it.
alright.
But
I don't think either of you did, so...
well, you know, Kiki. It's hard to look at her face and see something like that, so it was kind of... It bothered
Kiki's
me.
strong, though, and she'll get through it.
I hope so. I think she loosened one of my teeth. With his shield.
Lovely.
Yeah. It's a good hit.
Are you not going back into Lumen?
Me?
Yeah.
I
Everybody
just-
was having wine and cheese.
I'm tired of standing up, really. That's the main reason. I'd rather just sit.
Oh, the seat's in there.
That's true. I suppose I could go hang.
And you get wine and cheese for free.
That's true.
What's not to love about that?
I like cheese. That's a good point. Okay, cheese. I will go eat the cheese. Thanks, Kingsley. Luca,
No
how was
problem.
your day? I'll do
It should be on the
formalities
table.
before I leave.
Oh, it was fine. Just aside from that whole deciding what to do about the necromancer business.
Yeah.
It was fun showing the new students around.
Yeah. Who'd you think was a what'd you think of them, I suppose?
Well, I know we as a team really like
Yeah?
we really like Lucia because, we don't really have very many ranged. We don't have any ranged at all, really.
Yeah. Okay.
Aside from that, Nil seems like a pretty interesting wild card, and oh shoot, I forgot her name. The girl,
Morgan.
Morgan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She seems like a really strong candidate too. She's
Definitely strong.
Seems like a really good frontliner.
Yeah.
Which we also don't really have.
Right.
She's got really good defense. We don't really have that either.
Well, Okay, I'm gonna try not to fall off this tree. A thing to keep in mind, I've found, is you gotta worry about what they're interested in doing out there on the field. And, learning. Oh, wow, this is quite a strange drop they created. Oh, there it is.
Yep.
Okay. And sliding. Anyway, some words to think about. But, of course, you're captain. You have this under control, I'm sure. Thank you, Luca.
Thanks, Jackson.
Yep. Good
Take
night.
care.
I will do no such thing. I'm drinking alcohol. Knock, knock. Oh my god, it's fucking empty. That is terrifying. Either everybody's dead and the purge has started. What the hell is going on? Oh, they're probably all divided. Okay. Ooh. Why are you down there?
Oh,
Huh.
Uh,